boys and girls, and welcome to my story about the forgiving father and the wild son who returned. We find this story in Luke 15, verses 11 to 32 in the New Testament. Now, Jesus told a story about a rich man who had two sons. The rich man had a very big farm with many servants who looked after it. One day, the younger son went to his father and demanded, "Father, I want you to give me my share of your inheritance now." The father was very sad, but reluctantly agreed to give his rebellious son his share of the inheritance. The younger son then left home to go to another country. There he wasted all the money on wild living. After he had spent everything, the new friends he had made left him. Then there was a famine. That means there was no food in the land. He was poor with no money, no friends, and nowhere to live. He was forced to look after a job that took care of pigs. He spent many days and nights feeling very lonely and hungry. He was so miserable, he longed to eat the food that the pigs were eating. He was beginning to starve to death. At that moment, he realized how foolish or silly he had been. All of my father's servants have food, and here I am starving. I will go home again and say, "Father, I have sinned against God and you. I am not good enough to be your son. Please let me be one of your servants." So he set off on the long journey home along dusty roads. His father missed his son and always looked out, hoping he would return. Then one day, while he looked out, he could see his son a long way off, coming down the road. He ran towards his son and threw his arms around him. "My son has come home," he cried. The son was so surprised. He never expected such a welcome. He wept, "Father, I have sinned against God and against you. I am not good enough to be called your son." His father wiped away the tears from his eyes and replied, "My son, I forgive you because I love you. My son, I love you so much. I forgive you." Then the father called to his servants, "Quickly, quickly, quickly, bring me the best clothes and sandals for my son and a ring for his finger. Then kill the best calf, as we are going to have a big feast to celebrate my son's returning. My son was dead, now he is alive. He was lost, but now he is found." Boys and girls, Jesus told this story to let us know that our Heavenly Father loves us so much. Even when we disobey Him, when we are really sorry, stop being disobedient and return to Him, He welcomes us always with open arms. The end.